Hi there. Just making sure that we're on. And we are not yet. So just trying to refresh and bring us back. There we go. Okay. So we're on. Okay. So welcome to our Wednesday. Welcome to our Wednesday meditation, and we're in the midst of receiving the Ten Commandments this week. And there's one of the commandments that I think we can seize upon today that I think has a kind of inner spiritual process, as it were. And that is the last of the commandments, which is do not covet. I was thinking a lot about this today. What is coveting? Why is it one of the worst things we could do? And like most things in Judaism, it comes down to intention. That if you start to covet, the intention is that you want what somebody else has. Leads you to stealing, leads you to hurting. It can lead to a lot of the other kind of transgressions that occur in the Torah as well. And so when you think about what coveting is, it's desiring something that isn't yours. But it comes from a feeling that we're lacking somehow. And I think what we can consider in our meditations is, why isn't what's happening and now enough? Why is it that we feel as if, why is it that we feel as if there's something that is not in our lives that we need to have that's going to make our lives more fulfilling? That someone else has something that we should have. Or maybe I'm not worthy to have what other people have, but I desire it anyway. And it's kind of this understanding that who we are right at this moment, what we have right at this moment, is enough for right now. That there's no need to say, oh, I wish I had X, or I wish I did X or Y, or why couldn't I be more like that other person? And we find ourselves kind of comparing ourselves to other people, not knowing at all what's inside their minds or what's going on with them, but really our perception of who they are. And we find ourselves lesser than. And we think, okay, if I only had what they had, I'd be happy, right? If I only had that new car that person across the street bought, that would make me happy. Or if only I had, went on vacation the way this one goes on vacation, that would make me happy. Or if I only had a job like them, or if, it could go on and on and on and on. And all it says less about what that person is doing and much more about us, because we feel something's lacking in our lives. And it's like, why can't we just be, I don't want to say satisfied, but why can't we just allow things to be as they are for now and say, okay, this is where I am now. If I believe I should have that thing, with whatever it is, then I can work towards it. But I don't have to compare myself to the person next to me. Because the fact is, they're comparing themselves to you. And there may be something that you are, and you do, and you have, that they would want. Everybody has what is theirs. And each one of those things goes into our lives to hopefully help us to feel safer, to feel healthy, to feel luminous, to feel love, to feel joy, to feel wholeness. All of these things that we ask for at the end of our meditations. what we have is enough for all of that. You don't actually need any things to make you feel any of those. Well, although a lock on the door might help you feel a little more safe. All of this comes from within. A feeling of joy, a feeling of wholeness. We're going to do today luminous and love. All of that, none of this is from the outside. It's all on the inside. Even when we say, may I feel blessed, to be blessed is to allow, accept, and embrace all the blessings that is our life, because they are there. No matter how bad things are right now, no matter how bad things have been, we are blessed to just be alive and to be part of the human race and to be in this world, even though the world's difficult right now. And I think coveting is a lack of personal satisfaction, self-fulfillment, and that somehow we feel like our lives aren't enough. And other people have figured it out. So, I don't know if I'm really going out on a limb here, but no one's figured it out. Everyone's trying it for the first time. And we're all just living with the things that we've learned from day to day, month to month, year to year. And who we are and what we have as a part of our lives is kind of a result of everything that's happened to us before and leads us to this moment. It doesn't mean it's a positive moment, a negative moment. Even when I'm not in a good mood or feeling angry or upset or sad, just the fact that I'm able to feel those things is wonderful, because that means I'm alive and that means I'm involved in living my life. So, I think today we can kind of consider how we feel about who we are, what we have, what we do, and instead of chastising ourselves for those things, to allow those things to be for now and embrace those things. Because if we don't embrace our life, we're going to be living it thinking that we should have other people in our lives or other things in our lives or other work that we do. And that doesn't really help us move forward in our own lives. It just keeps us from moving forward, because we're always looking to something on the side as opposed to looking straight ahead. And for me, that's what coveting is all about. It's a dissatisfaction. And there could be lots of times where we feel a dissatisfaction, but it doesn't mean that we need things to make us better, or we need to be like another person to feel better. I think maybe we just need to be truer to ourselves and recognize in ourselves where we are, what we're doing, and without judgment, saying, okay, this is my life. This is how I'm living. These are the things in it. These are the people that are in it. And I'm going to embrace that. And I'm going to live it. So with all that in mind, let's move to our meditation time. Our thoughts are going to take us away from our breath. Perhaps they're going to take us to some of these feelings of inadequacy, some of these feelings of non-self-fulfillment, but perhaps we can twist that a little bit. And as we're thinking and our thoughts take us down negative roads, to turn that on its head, say, you know what, this is what I do have. And you can make your own list of the things that you have that make your life wonderful. Because life itself is worthwhile. It is the only thing that we have. So to be aware of ourselves, to notice what we're going through, to understand that if we want something that someone else has, it's not because that thing's better. It's because we somehow don't feel we're living up to something. And so we got to turn that on its head, because it's all in our minds when we think about those things. It might be true, but it might be completely false. Usually it's about half and half in my estimation. But let us consider how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about where we are in our lives right now, even given a pandemic, even given all of the difficulty in the world today, you are worth. You have worth. And if you don't think you do, that's what this is for today. To think about your own worth. And think about the blessings you have in your life, and the light that shines forth from you, and the love you feel, and the love that's given to you. So let's get into a position to be ready to meditate. You want to be comfortable yet strong at the same time. We're just breathing, allowing things to be as they are for now. Think about how your breath goes in and out of your body, how it fills up your stomach and your chest. How it ebbs and flows in your body. There's no wrong way to breathe. Sure, your mind has already taken you to various thoughts away from your breath. Just with kindness, bring yourself back to your breath. Find a spot to concentrate on as you breathe. Just an invitation again, as our mind takes us away from our concentrating on our breathing, to just bring yourself back. The practice of bringing ourselves back from our thoughts and finding that stillness inside through our breath, through being in the present, noticing our feelings, noticing any tension in our body. And as we take our breaths, we can begin to relax all the different parts of our body. So that our bodies are as still as well as our mind. As we approach our final 5 minutes or so, I'd like to end with those feelings I was talking about earlier. On Wednesday, it's my favorite. We ask to feel luminous and loved. That luminous word is a beautiful word. It's a glowing and a shining and a light that comes from within, that brightens up our life, our skin, our eyes, and allows us to shine, to be the best of us, to shine with the light of goodness, shine with the light of peace, to shine our light into the world when we are luminous. There's also a clarity to luminescence, a crisp, clear light, so that we can see clearly and understand who we are and what we do. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. Of course, you can use the word love if you'd like, as opposed to loved, whatever works for you. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel luminous and loved. It's two such important ways to exist in the world, with love and light. So with each breath, ask yourself one of those feelings. Put it out there in the universe and allow your light to come out and your love to be felt. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel luminous and loved. If you'd like to invite someone to be in front of you in your mind's eye, someone you care about, someone you barely know, whatever you'd like, whoever you'd like to receive the feelings of luminescence and love, may you feel luminous. May you feel loved. May you feel luminous and loved. And offer, with several breaths, these two feelings. May you feel luminous. May you feel loved. And let's just bring it back to ourselves. I invite you to offer these feelings for yourself again. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel loved and luminous. Luminous and loved. And we'll close by delving into our breath one last time to feel the presence of this moment, the breath of your life, your existence, with all you need, because you have everything you need. You have your breath, you have your heart, you have your life. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you were able to find some stillness and some peace. May you feel luminous, and may you feel loved. And I hope you have a beautiful evening.